hammerheads! Thanks for tuning in. You know what, right? I must have gone through about 4 or 5 different light bulbs for the kitchen in about 2 weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, all these bulbs can't be blowing after a matter of days. You know, the energy saving ones? They're supposed to last months and months longer than the old fashioned crappy ones. Then I thought to myself, must be something to do with the wiring. Sure enough, there was a loose connection in the light switch itself. So, I'm on day shift this week, right? I've been on day shift, it's Friday now. So, obviously I couldn't sit in for the bloke coming round to repair it. So my mother sat in because she's got a spare key. And then she calls me up when I'm on the way home from work and says, "Trevor, I've shut your bedroom door and now I can't open it." Oh, for God's sake, man. I told you months and months ago, the bedroom door handle is fucked. You close it and you can't get in or out. That's it. The mechanism in the handle is snapped. So, got me light switch repaired, and now I've got to call a fucking joiner out. Thanks, mother. My stepdad come round, because all my tools are in the fucking bedroom, as luck would have it. Chiselled half the fucking door frame away, so he could get off, took the fucking handle to bits, and he went, "Oh, that's the problem. Give me a big lecture on the fucking door handle. I'm not stupid." Fucking senile, a pair for fucking them two. Oh, Jesus Christ, give me strength. I did a video about it ages ago. I locked myself in the bedroom. I was late for work by about 4 hours. They weren't pleased when I got there and I told them why. They didn't believe a word of it. "Oh, I locked myself in the bedroom. Sorry I'm late." Anyway, forget about that. Film review. Something a little bit different. British film, released in 1982, directed by the late, great Alan Clarke, who brought us such gems as Scum, Rita Sue Bob 2, The Firm, which was his last film in 1989, and this, Made in Britain, starring Tim Roth. Written by David Leyland. Now, read the synopsis, right? Trevor, Tim Roth, is a skinhead with a total disregard for anyone in authority. Seeing no future in going to school and little prospect of a job, he turns to crime and has perfected the art of stealing cars. His social worker has had Trevor under supervision for a long time, but eventually recognises that, although sharp-witted and intelligent, this foul-mouthed, violent youth flouts all endeavours to control his behaviour. Trevor appears to be hell-bent on self-destruction. Yeah, it's about this skinhead, right? You know, Tim Roth, he's got a swastika fucking tattooed on his forehead, and his favourite word is bollocks. He's just out of control. You can't reason with him, and he's quite intelligent, but he's an idiot, basically. They've tried everything, and and there's a few people in this you'll recognise. I mean, I can't remember his proper name, but I remember Sergeant Cryer from The Bill. He's a social worker, and the supervisor from the assessment centre, he was actually in Bad Girls. He played Bodybags' husband. You'll recognise him and all. Brilliant film this, very nostalgic. I mean, look at some of the pictures. Look at his face. Brilliant actor, Tim Roth. He's made a big name for himself in Hollywood now, hasn't he? Yep. But anyway, I'll show you this little clip, my very favourite clip from this film.
Get rid of this, shall we? Heavy Mug.
Thank you, Peter. At least you can spell. Harry Parker, your social worker, I know Harry very well. He says you're bright, says you're worth a bit of bother.
And take the time if I were you.
Don't be clever, don't be smart. We've no time to waste. Get that. Plenty of other kids we could be dealing with. If you really want to behave like a moron, we'll put you with all the other morons under lock and key at Hatchmere House, and I can do that. I'll have you transferred to a secure unit. We'll do your assessment from there. If you're going to stay here, let's make it clear. You're going to have to step into line. Just a sec. You're going to have to step into line, and you're going to have to cooperate. No, that shouldn't be too difficult. We're a reasonable lot.
I'm not signing any contract.
Well, let's look at that, shall we? Let's give your intelligence the benefit of the doubt. Mr. Parker says you're a bright lad, and I respect his opinion. So I have a particular interest in you. Personal. Between the two of us. I want you to prove to me you're worth all the time and effort that we're prepared to put into you. Your big break, this. Because I'll not give you a second chance. All right?
All right.
Good. So let's take a look at what life's got in store for you. Go back a few steps, see just how clever you've been so far. For a kick-off, you've just been to court, haven't you? When was it?
Thursday. Yesterday.
Just yesterday. You've been to court before, haven't you? Right.
Right.
Still being clever, still being smart. So what were the most important things that happened to you before you went to court? Can you remember that far back, eh? You started off here at home. H-O-M-E spells home. There's your mum, your dad, all the rest of them. And just like any other mum and dad, all they ask you to do, all you have to do is to go to school. Now, that's not too much to ask, is it? You're clever, right? Everybody wants you to succeed. Nobody wants a failure on their hands. Get the right qualifications, make your way in the world. But you didn't want to go to school, did you? You knew best. So you started bunking off, out the gate, over the fence. And your teachers are concerned, because they're there to help. They don't want to see you get behind. So they go and see your mum and dad.
My teacher's ever been to my house.
No matter, they talked to your mum and dad, didn't they? And they told you to get your ass back into school. They know you have to go. But you still didn't listen, out the gate, over the fence. Before you know where you are, your mum and dad get a visit from the Education Welfare Officer. Got a visit from him, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's right. Because the EWO's there to make sure you go to school. If you don't, he gives the nod to the appropriate authority, and that spells trouble. Now, at this point, well, the kids get a bit of sense. They get themselves together. They get back to school. They listen. But you didn't listen, did you? The Education Welfare Officer visits 4, 5, 6, even 7 times, tries to help, discover the problem. A lot of time and expense, and all because you don't want to go to school. The EWO reaches its limit. So he sends your parents a letter threatening to take you to court for non-attendance. But that does nothing, absolutely nothing. So there's a summons. And you go for the very first time to court. Your debut. First appearance, send him home for a test attendance, or whatever good that'll do. You're supposed to go to school for 21 days straight. But you foul up after the 3rd or 4th day, and back you go again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breaks. 6 chances to get yourself straight, get your ass back into school, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times you've blown it. No, am I not right?
Yeah.
But you weren't just bunking off, were you? You had to do something with all that free time. So you did a bit of thieving. First 2 or 3 times you get caught, you get taken down the neck, and some policeman tells you off, shouts at you. Next time you get a caution. This time a sergeant in full uniform shouts at you. That doesn't make a damn bit of difference, because you're apparently deaf to any kind of reason. You go on nicking and making a general bloody nuisance of yourself, when you should be here learning something useful. But it's burglary, shoplifting, TDA, touching the dog's arse, taking and driving away. And back you go to court. They're getting to know you now. So you get fined or sent to the local police attendance centre. Kept off the streets all day Saturday, made to scrub floors by another loud policeman when you could be watching West Ham lose at home. The magistrates don't know what to do with you. They're all greengrocers and shopkeepers. So, they send you here to us for assessment. So, what are we going to do with you? We could recommend you go home.
What on?
But they won't have you. So are we going to get rid of you? Foster parents? Never. Children's home? A joke. CHE Detention Centre, Borstal. Well, a pity about CHE, Community Home with Education, appealing both to your intellectual brilliance and your public spirit. What used to be called an approved school, the CHE. You could have been king of the mafia. Lots of lick-me-arse power trips for ambitious young 15-year-olds, and you've just turned 16, bad luck. Not much left to bring you in line, is there? Short, sharp shock at the local detention centre, a Borstal. 2 simple lessons you're going to have to learn, DC or Borstal. 1, discipline. 2, respect for authority. You're going to have to learn it, so you might as well learn it now. This is an open invitation to you to cooperate, Trevor, for your own good. DC, 7 out of 10 coming out of detention centres, 8 out of 10 leaving Borstals, re-offend, commit crimes, that is, within 2 years. So, here you are, fresh out of Borstal. What's the first thing you're going to need, Peter?
A job.
A job. Peter, how many unemployed do we have at the moment?
Millions.
Exactly. So what chance have you got, with your spots and your record, of getting a job against a lad with O and A levels and a decent haircut?
About Neil?
Optimistic. So, no job. What do? Sign on, the dough. How much is that worth to you? Place to live, food in your gut, a bit of fun, nothing's gone, broke. No job, no prospects, no cash. So what do? And you're back here. And all because you were too damn stupid when you were here, nicking sweets from the local tuck shop. Well, they've tried all this. I know this doesn't work, not with you. So what's left? And you're on the bandwagon, boy. And you won't get off. Prison, locked up like an animal. A job, no prospects. Dole, no cash. Thieving, no more chances. Prison, an animal. Round and round you go.
Round and round you go. Fucking classic. There's another amusing part in that film as well. When he goes to the assessment centre, right, he befriends this black lad, and late one night, probably after sniffing even more glue, they're in the Asian community, smashing all the windows in the street. And he's going, fuck off, you black packy bastards, fucking packies. And his black friends doing the same, and he's going, you packies, get back to the jungle. Oh, God almighty, now he is thick as fuck. Brilliant, check it out. I'll leave the link below because it's on YouTube, so have a look at it if you want. Very nostalgic, very good. Yep, I might watch it again actually, I haven't seen it for a while. See you later, hammerheads! Oi mate, I'm trying to get some fucking sleep, you bastard!